Okay, picture this. You finally sit down on your couch after a long day, you grab the remote, and you fire up Netflix. Almost instantly, hundreds of movies and TV shows magically populate your screen, and they're all arranged specifically for you. It's something millions of us experience every single day, usually without even giving it a second thought. But here is the truly wild part. Your homepage? It looks completely different from everyone else's. The movies popping up for your best friend are not the same ones popping up for you. So, welcome to today's Explainer, where we are going to completely pull back the curtain and figure out exactly how Netflix predicts your next watch.
I mean, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Is someone secretly choosing movies for you? Think about it for a second. You could have two people living in the exact same house, logging on to the exact same Wi-Fi, sharing the exact same Netflix account, and their recommendations can, and honestly usually will, be completely different. So is there someone at Netflix literally spying on its users to curate these lists? Well, no. But what they do have is an incredibly powerful artificial intelligence working tirelessly behind the scenes 24/7. And that is exactly what we're unpacking today.
Now, to understand why this AI is even necessary in the first place, we have to look at the sheer massive scale of the problem. We are dealing with a classic case of choice overload. Netflix literally has over 10,000 movies, TV shows, documentaries, and originals sitting on its servers. If they just showed the exact same homepage to all of their users, like let's say just a generic list of what's popular, millions of people would seriously struggle to find something they'd actually enjoy. Without an algorithm acting as a filter, scrolling through thousands of random options could quite literally take longer than just sitting down and watching a movie.
So what is this system really? Well, the Netflix recommendation algorithm is absolutely not a popularity contest. It is essentially a highly educated guessing machine. Think of it as a super smart digital assistant that uses your behavioral data to predict what you'll engage with next. Its entire goal, its one and only purpose for existing, is surprisingly straightforward. It wants to help every single user find something they want to watch as fast as humanly possible. Every row, every recommendation you see is a guess, but it is an incredibly educated one.
Because the way this algorithm learns your preferences, that is arguably the most fascinating part of this whole shebang. The reality is, every single click tells a story. Every action you take on the platform creates incredibly valuable data. Honestly, before you even know what you want to watch, the algorithm is already learning from you. You might think you're just casually browsing, killing time, but to the AI, you are leaving a massive trail of digital breadcrumbs.
And man, those breadcrumbs add up fast. The sheer variety of behaviors they track is pretty wild. Sure, the AI tracks what you click on and what movies you actually finish. That's kind of a given, right? Watching a movie from beginning to end is obviously a huge signal that you liked it. But it also tracks what you completely ignore. And here's a massive one, the 10-minute drop-off. If you abandon a show after 10 minutes, Netflix might not know exactly why. Maybe the pacing was off, maybe it just wasn't your vibe. But it absolutely registers that you bailed. It even tracks your specific habits. Are you a one-episode-a-day kind of person, or do you binge a whole season in a single Saturday? All of this builds your unique profile.
All right, let's move into Section 1, Prediction Science, and how this AI actually thinks.
This brings us to a really cool concept known as collaborative filtering. Artificial intelligence doesn't just study you in a vacuum, it constantly compares your habits with millions of other users. So imagine user A. They binge Stranger Things, love it, and then they jump into a show called Dark and finish that in 2 days. Now enter user B. User B also watches and loves Stranger Things. Because of the strong pattern established by user A and millions of others just like them, the AI essentially goes, bingo. User B is probably going to love Dark as well. It's basically matching you up with your digital twins to find your next favorite show.
But wait, it goes even deeper than just matching people. The AI deeply studies the content itself. Every single movie and TV show is analyzed and tagged with hundreds of different characteristics. It's looking at the genre, of course, like sci-fi or crime, but it's also analyzing the specific mood. Is it dark? Is it suspenseful? It measures the action level, the comedy level, the romance level. It even categorizes the specific language, the actors, the directors. By tagging content this meticulously, Netflix doesn't just know what you watched, it starts to understand exactly why you liked it in the first place.
So how does this all come together to actually build your screen? It's basically a 4-step dance. Step 1, it analyzes your history. Step 2, it compares you to similar viewers. Step 3, it evaluates all those deep content tags we just talked about. And finally, Step 4, it ranks your homepage. It calculates thousands of possible recommendations and places the absolute best matches right at the top in those familiar rows, like Trending Now or Top Picks for You. And the craziest part? This incredibly complex, massive math equation happens in mere milliseconds, right as your home screen is loading.
Which brings us to Section 2, your personal movie store.
Okay, this is the absolute ultimate trick up Netflix's sleeve. You probably think a movie poster is just a movie poster, right? Well, it's not. Netflix dynamically changes the artwork thumbnail of a movie based entirely on your specific psychological profile. Let's say there's a movie that has a bit of romance and a bit of action. If the AI knows you are a huge romance fan, it will literally show you a thumbnail of a couple kissing. But if your profile says you're an action junkie, it'll show you a massive explosion for the exact same movie. The movie hasn't changed one bit, just the packaging. They do this to basically guarantee a click, tapping right into what they already know you respond to.
But hey, your profile isn't the only thing dictating your digital shelves. External factors totally matter too. The algorithm is constantly shifting based on the time of day. On a Saturday night, you're probably going to see completely different recommendations than you would on a Tuesday morning, just because our viewing habits naturally change based on the day of the week. And of course, global location plays a massive role. Licensing agreements are different all over the world, so even if you have the exact same taste as someone in another country, regional availability will completely alter what the algorithm is actually allowed to show you.
And honestly, it all boils down to one magic number: 30. 30 minutes. Netflix has one overwhelming mission with all of this intense tracking, tagging, and thumbnail swapping. They desperately want to stop you from spending 30 frustrating minutes just scrolling and searching for something to watch. The faster you find a movie you love, the better the experience is for you, and ultimately, the better it is for Netflix because it keeps you coming back to their platform instead of giving up and turning on the TV.
Let's zoom out for a second, though, because the lesson here goes way beyond just picking a movie for movie night. What we are really looking at is the AI ripple effect. This powerful pattern of learning from user actions, it drives almost every major digital experience we use today. It's the exact same logic powering your YouTube recommendations. It's what makes TikTok's For You feed so ridiculously addictive. It dictates your Spotify music suggestions and even drives your online shopping habits. AI has quietly become this invisible assistant in our everyday lives, constantly learning from our patterns. Which leaves us with one final and honestly pretty provocative thought. As this technology improves every single year, becoming more and more sophisticated at recognizing the absolute subtlest patterns in our behavior, will AI eventually predict what we want to watch, or listen to, or buy before we even know it ourselves? Like, how much of our human choice is truly our own, and how much is being quietly guided by a machine that just knows us a little too well? It is definitely a wild question to ponder the next time you log in. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and remember, keep questioning the algorithms around you.